Hi guys, I am struggling really hard today, and although I try to stay positive and upbeat most of the time, today is just one of those days that's got me struggling hard. If you saw my last video, then you saw that my son and my daughter both came into town to visit me, and my son was here for a week and my daughter was here for 5 days, and they both left me today. And that sucks. They've only been gone for a few hours and I miss them like crazy already, and I can't wait until the next time that I'm going to see them. In the beginning, I struggled a lot because they weren't here. And we had the kind of relationship where I really enjoyed having my kids around. They are adults. And when I say adults, they're both 24 now. And so it was time, it was the right time for them to go. They really stayed here until they had a good grasp on what they wanted to do with their lives and where they wanted to be. And I was very happy to have a safe, comfortable place for them during that period of time. But now that they're gone, my heart is empty. And being on a healing journey and a spiritual journey is already very lonely. But I did learn that that's the way it's supposed to be, I think. I don't know if that's true or not, but everyone who is anyone who I listen to as far as spiritual guidance and growth says that that's the way that it's supposed to be, and it makes a lot of sense to me. About 4 years ago, I moved away from home, what I call home, and that's where the majority of my friends are and a lot of my family is, and where I grew up. And I moved to a place where I know absolutely nobody. And so moving here with my children was kind of a safety net for me. And over those years, the only relationships that I had in this area were with my kids. And when they left, not only did I feel the loss of them not being here, but I also really, really missed my people. I decided that it was really time to start to focus on me. And that's what I did. And once I started to do that, it became a little bit easier for me to not have the kids here because I was focusing my attention on myself. I was doing a lot of reading, I was doing a lot of journaling, and I was doing a lot of self-discovery and healing. And that has been amazing. If I had to say one thing about my kids not being here, it's the fact that I have had the time to really start to work through my traumas and my losses and become the person that I want to be. And you guys have heard me say that before, but I really truly feel with myself and with this journey that I had to take a very long step back, and I had to look at the entire situation and decide what kind of life I wanted, what I wanted to do with my life. And that gave me the time, it started to give me the time to do that. This was the first time that they had both come home at the same time, where when they left, I wasn't worried about them. They both seem to be on an amazing track, and they're both doing the things that they love to do and that they want to do. They both have jobs, they're both working on their careers, and that makes me so happy. And obviously, when they leave to go home after a trip like this, it does make it a little bit easier. But my house is so quiet and it's so lonely. Even the dog has been hiding all day long because he knows that they left. That I get to follow my dreams now, and I get to think about myself now. And so I've been trying to put some valuable, beautiful content and art out into the world. I have extended my hand to people who need some help, and it's brought me a tremendous amount of joy. And if you saw my video last week, you can see that Ever since I started this channel, I've really had some beautiful things in my life happen. And it's actually pretty cool because both of my kids are very excited for me because this is something that I've talked about doing for so long. And I really waited until they left to get into it. And I think that both of them are very happy to see that I'm doing something for me right now that I really, really enjoy and that I'm very passionate about. And that brings me a lot of happiness. That really does. For many years, the kids and I have all talked about buying some property somewhere and building a family compound on it. And that's a very exciting thing for me to think about in the future, knowing that even though they might not be right next door to me, that my kids will be on the same property as me and that I will be on the same property as my grandbabies. And although the timing is not right for that yet, it does really give me something to look forward to because I would love to live close to my kids. Both of them are performers and both of them are going to be on the road. And so I just tell them that I'm going to hitch my RV to the back of their tour bus and follow them wherever they go so that I could be there with them whenever they want to see me. Or maybe sometimes even when they don't want to see me. But on my own little path right now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to count down the days until I get to see them again. But my promise to myself is that during the time that we are apart and until we can be together again, I'm going to work on making myself the best version of myself that I can be so that I can be the best mom that I can be and the best friend that I can be. And having grown children who you consider friends to me is something that is precious. And if me working on myself makes me a better friend or a better mom, then that's what my plan is and that's what I'm going to continue to do. What do you guys do when your kids leave? How do you feel? How do you get over it? Is there any ritual or routine that you do to kind of snap yourself back into your life? If so, I would love to hear about it. Thank you guys for letting me get out my feelings because I actually feel a lot better than I felt when I started recording this video, and I appreciate that. I also appreciate all of the love and the support that you guys have been giving me. If you like the content that I have been putting out, then please subscribe below and please like my videos. I am going to spend the rest of my day with a little bit of self-care, a bath, and maybe a glass of wine and some really good music. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend, and I hope to connect with you soon. Bye.